6.
The release of Street Fighter VI marks a new era for the storied fighting game franchise. This latest entry brings many things. New characters, new takes on old characters, and new mechanics. For the competitive scene, it means new metas, new friends, new rivalries, and new tournaments. Opportunities for players to test their mettle and compete against some of the best. In this series, I will be documenting the tournaments of the early days of Street Fighter VI, chronicling player storylines and an evolving meta, capping off with EVO. This is the Summer of Street Fighter. Hello, my name is Wolfgang, otherwise known as VV Staples, and that was the introduction to my series, The Summer of Street Fighter. That clip, or version of that clip, will play before every episode, and I think it does a pretty good job of explaining what the series is going to be about and what I'm going to cover. I'm going to go to a couple different tournaments and document them, interview some players, just generally get an overview of the North American Street Fighter scene in the early days of this new game. And I'm very excited to do this. It's going to be something new for me. It's a little bit ambitious, I think, but I know I'm going to have a lot of fun trying to cover it. The first tournament that I'm going to be doing is Senkao Standoff, which is this weekend. I'm recording this on a weekday, and so the Senkao Standoff is going to be Saturday. And then I'm also going to make a quick addendum episode after that about some of the other tournaments that are in this weekend. So like Head Stomper in Sweden, Battle Arena Melbourne in Australia, any notable online tournaments, as well as talking about some of the tournaments that happened the weekend before. So like Hanover, ICFC, Twitch Rivals is happening as I record this. DreamHack Dallas was also last weekend, so there's a lot to cover that I didn't personally partake in, but I think is still notable and important to talk about. I myself am pretty new to the FGC, so I think it's also a good opportunity for me to learn more, for me to sort of, improve not only as a filmmaker, but also as like a player and a fan of fighting games. That was one of the things that I, as a new player, kind of felt like was lacking, was places to learn about the history of fighting games and of fighting game tournaments. I think like Wikipedia is a great resource that I look at a lot, but I think there's definitely room for content that is a bit more historical, and there are a lot of content creators who do this, who will talk about this, but I think like having it cemented as like, this is what Street Fighter 6 was like, here are these tournaments that happened. I think that's a space that I can fill in the FGC as a person who is a film student and who makes films. So, kind of joining of interest there that I think I can do this job. I can be the person to make that sort of content. So yeah, thank you for watching that introduction, and I'll see you soon.